What is going on, you guys? Welcome to today's video. As many of you seen plenty of times, the wagon is currently sat on a set of Porsche Cayenne wheels. I love the setup, and still to this day, I think this is the only Mark IV on this specific Cayenne wheel. There's lots of other ones, but this exact 5-spoke design is very hard to come by for whatever reason. Even finding this wheel on a Porsche Cayenne is kind of difficult. I'm not quite sure why. They only offered it for a little bit of time, but potentially I think this is still the only Mark IV on these wheels. The setup came together so nice. I love the OEM Plus look, and they just fit the car very, very well. But I have been wanting to go to 19s. I talked about it a bunch. I've been wanting to go to 19s on this car for quite a while now. I found a set we're gonna go see today that I think is the perfect next set of wheels for this car. It's another OEM Plus set of wheels. I don't know, I just love OEM wheels. Of course, I love my 3-piece stuff, the old school stuff, but something about OEM Plus wheels just looks really, really good, especially on the wagon. For some reason, OEM Plus wheels on the wagon, it just goes hand in hand. So we're gonna hop on the Mark II, quick little cruise to Orlando, see these wheels. Hopefully they're in good shape, and I think it'll be the next perfect set for the wagon. So if you're part of the Patreon, you've heard me talk about getting new wheels for the wagon for a couple weeks now. I've been back and forth between 2-piece wheels, 3-piece, single piece, OEM Plus. I really didn't have a set wheel. I wanted to change it up somehow, but the wheels I finally found we're going to see today, I think will be the perfect fit for the car. Still that OEM Plus look, and I'm excited to go to 19s. And thinking further ahead, once the Zender kit's all painted on the car, that kit plus these wheels, I think to be the perfect combo. I gotta say, what's super nice is now I can turn the car off when I have to get gas and not have to worry about the car not starting again. It's always a good thing. Ready for the best part? No problems. Thanks, man, appreciate it. Clean Mark VI cruise around. The little Mark II getting some love out here on the streets. So we are officially 1 minute away. The guy's shop is somewhere up here on the right. We're over on OBT. I haven't been in this part of Orlando in years, and it's just as traffic heavy and wild as I remember. All right, so I think it's that building right over there. It looks like they just sell used cars. They probably pull these wheels off one of the cars, so hopefully they're not stolen or destroyed or whatever the case would be. Hopefully it's a good deal. We'll see. All right, boys, here they are. 19-inch Porsche Panamera wheels. All are in super good shape. I don't need the tires. This is 19x9 ET60. I thought it was a full set of 19x9. The rears are actually 19x10. Still ET61, so a high offset. But that changes my plan a little bit. I was gonna do a 215/35 on the 9s, but I still will. But now I'll probably do a 225/35 on the 10, just because it's wider. You can see the height difference. This tire is a 285, I want to say. 285/40. This is the beefiest tire I have ever seen. I thought when I bought my Porsche Cayenne wheels, and they had like a 265/65, those were big, but these are massive. So I'm gonna go through and make sure none are cracked, bent, anything like that, and then we'll make the deal. My friends, the deal is done. We got ourselves some Panamera wheels for the wagon. I hope they fit because they have those big old tires. I was hoping it was gonna be a tire shop so I can pull the tires off here, but it's not. So we got to make 4 massive 19s fit in the Mark II, but it'll work. Yo, these wheels are spicy in person. Woo! I've only seen them in photos, and of course I had an occasional Panamera driving by. I've seen these wheels before, but never like paid attention to them too much. But in person, spicy. Also, the rears have a bit of concave to the face, where the fronts are a bit more flat. Again, 19x9 ET60, 19x10 61. Oh yeah, these are gonna look right at home on the wagon. And all the center caps are included. There's no major curb rash, there's no dings in the face, there's no bends or cracks. The guy actually owns a Panamera and these came off his car, so thankfully they're not stolen. Oh, that's the story I was told. Either way, I'm hyped. The wheels look sick. They look so good on the wagon. Also, I am very glad I did not order tires yet. I almost ordered a full set of 215/35s this morning, and I decided to hold off before I saw the wheels in person. Thankfully, I did because the rears are 10s, and I think you could possibly get away with a 215/35 on a 10, but it'd be a crazy stretch that I don't want. So I'll probably do 215/35 on the 9 and 225/35 on the 10, and we're gonna be sitting perfect. Hopefully the 10 fits in the rear. I've seen the BMW X5 wheels on a Mark IV and other 10-inch wide wheels. I think I've seen 11s in the back of Mark IVs. I don't want to run any camber, but I think with a good stretch, the right size adapter, we're sitting money in the wagon. Now we just gotta fit them all in the Mark II, which I think 2 should fit in the trunk because the trunk's pretty huge in this car, and the other 2 in the back seat. We might have to utilize the front seat, but either way, somehow, some way, we'll make it fit. Now, if you are a super OG of the channel, back when I only had Miley years ago, I used to always say everything fits in a Jetta. And now we got 2 19s with big old tires in the trunk, butter, and we got 2 19x10s with 2 85s in the back seat, butter. Not even a problem. And she's only squatting down, honestly not bad at all, like barely squatting down. The power of good suspension, you know. But there she is, bam, loaded up, ready to go. Everything fits in a Jetta. Mark II running smooth per usual. Got about an hour and 20-minute ride home. Got a back seat full. Woo! Panamera wheels for the wagon. Let's go. I just like that. I love OEM plus style wheels, and this is just, it's sick. We're making a quick stop by the homies BC Forged. They're actually gonna pull the tires off the Panamera wheels for me. Normally they're not like a tire shop, but thankfully I reached out and it was cool. So shout out to BC Forged hooking it up, getting these massive tires pulled off for me. Bam, good to go. Again, big thank you BC Forged helping out. And now we go home and hope these 10s fit in the rear. Yo, these wheels cleaned up so nicely and came out so good. Like, all the OEM paint is still in great shape. Little nicks here and there, but honestly, nothing to complain about. Most times I paint wheels, you guys have seen, but these ones, we're gonna leave the OEM silver for the wagon, which I think a nice bright wheel on the black wagons and a pop really well. I am so hyped on these. Praying the 10s fit in the rear, which they should. The offset's high enough, it should be okay. But overall, super stoked on this set of wheels. Also, it's super cool. So these wheels came on the 2009 to 2011 Porsche Panamera Turbo, but I can tell you exactly when they were made because they're all stamped with the exact time they were made, which shift made them, and on what line, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna put a light down here so you can see this one. So the rears were made May 21st, 2010, 9:44 a.m. on line E by shift A. That's both of the rear wheels here. Now the front wheels actually stamped differently. September 13th, 2010 at 17:29, also on line E, but by shift B. So shift B made the front two, shift A made the first two, and these were made 4 months after these were made. So very, very cool to see the wheel actually stamped the time it was made, the date, the line, and the shift. So very, very cool. If I ever had a problem, I could probably go back to Porsche and have them pull the records and see exactly who made these wheels and say, hey, you did a good job, because they're still in great shape 12 years later, almost 13 years later now, which is crazy to think, but there they are. The new OEM Plus wheels for the wagon. Again, 19 by 10 ET61 in the rear, 19 by 9 ET60 in the front. We're currently sitting on Porsche Cayenne wheels. These are 18 by 8 front and rear, ET53. There's a 40 mil adapter in the front, and there is a 45 in the rear. So final offset in the front is 13, final in the rear is 7, I want to say. But they fit the car very nicely. Like I said, I've been wanting to go to 19s, and I think these are definitely the ones for it. Which, with these wheels, I do want to do some Porsche brake calipers on the car, because the caliper with the wheel, just such a good OEM Plus combo. Definitely on my list of things to do. But next will definitely be tires. I'm thinking 215/35 for the front and 225/35 for the rear. That'll give me a nice stretch, plenty of tire, and should fit the car very nicely. Now, the original plan was to test fit the wheels today, but as you can see, majority of my light's gone, and I want to do this test fit with plenty of light to really take it all in. So tomorrow, when it's nice and sunny, we shall test fit the brand new wheels on the wagon. So leave some comments down below. What do you guys think of the Panamera Turbo wheels? I haven't seen a single Mark IV on these wheels. I've seen them on a Mark V, a Mark VI, a Passat, and an Audi, but nothing of the Mark IV generation. So this may be the first time we see these wheels on a Mark IV, which again, I'm hyped for. Classic 5-spoke design. So good. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Do not forget, be thankful for every single day. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.